Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. This is the special episode number 50, and start off with, I want to say a big thank you from me to you for all the support on 50 episodes so far in the Huddersfield CM. It's been a really fun project and the appreciation's been fantastic. So if you're a new viewer to the channel, then welcome to the first of a special installment of Career Mode. Lots to get through today in a special long episode. Let's just get straight to it. And now, of course, my old subscribers will know when we hit 50 or 100 in a series, we make a special episode. Just say thanks for your support so far. And today, what have I got installed for you? Well, a very long episode. I'm aiming to make it around 15 minutes. Hopefully, we'll have to wait and see. It might be a little bit shorter, a little bit longer. And 8 games today, 8 games, and also transfer deadline day as well. Lots to get through. So we start off with deadline day then. Probably not much going on there. We'll have to wait and see. And the 8 games today are going to be Middlesbrough at home in the FA Cup 4th round, Southampton away at St Mary's in the Premier League, Chelsea at home in the Premier League, Liverpool at home in the Premier League, and the first leg of our Champions League round of 16 tie against Barcelona. Then, if we have beaten Middlesbrough in the FA Cup 4th round and FA Cup 5th round tie on the 22nd of February, and then we end with games against Derby at home and Swansea away. 8 massive games today, so much to get through. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this special episode number 50. So much to get through, can't ramble on. Let's just get straight to it. It's not even time for a recap today, Foxy. Not even time for a recap, but we will, because we like to recap. Just real briefly in the last episode, for those who didn't watch it, we lost 2-0 away at the Etihad Stadium against Manchester City in the big title clash. That was heartbreaking. We did beat Burnley by 4 goals still to respond at home. We were still sitting in second place, and sadly we won the third and final game as well, 1-0, but unfortunately that was the second leg of our Carabao Cup semi-final against Swansea, where we trailed 2-0 going into the game, so we lost on aggregate by 2 goals to 1, and the Youth Academy boys just couldn't reach Wembley. Maybe next year. But to start off with then, we do have a scouting update here from Keith and Ian, and also our third scout, Wilson, whose name I can't remember, his first name, who are currently based in Germany, Australia, and Sweden as well. And as I'm putting some players in the academy, or just continue scouting on some of them, I do want to say real briefly, thank you so much for all the support in the series so far. We are 50 episodes through the series now, and obviously my older subscribers will know that when we do hit 50 or 100, I make a special episode, and I really enjoy making the special episodes because they're not just a way for me to give you more, but it's a way for me to say thank you, because as us content creators know, without you guys, we have no business being on the site. Like you are the reason we are able to entertain every day. The audience is such an important factor of YouTube. Otherwise, you're just talking to yourself, And as someone that has done YouTube for over 6.5 years now, it is still amazing to me that people want to check in with me every single day and see how my saves are getting on. It's amazing, and I really am so thankful for all the support in the series so far, and just in general, the support on my channel to begin FIFA 18. It's been great, man, and I really appreciate your support as always. It's just great to know that my efforts are appreciated, and again, to have been doing this for over 6.5 years now, it's amazing, just to know that you guys are still here with me. But if you are new to the channel, then hopefully you guys will stick with me, because I have so much fun every single year producing videos for you guys, and I never want to stop. But those are the scouting updates. No one in our academy will continue scouting on some of them going into the second month. And let's get to transfer deadline day. Don't anticipate much happening today, but you never know. Career mode transfer deadline days are sometimes very unpredictable. Sometimes the most bizarre things can happen. Sometimes nothing can happen. Let's see. Had a bit of a lump in my throat there, talking about 6.5 years on YouTube, but it really has been amazing, man. I never want to stop as Tobias Holm does go to Bristol City for £2.7 million. That's great news. Ashton Gate have got a potential to be special midfielder that sadly can't do ball rolls, but yeah, it really is amazing, man. 6.5 years on YouTube. I never want to stop. But okay, so now with the sale of Holm, we have 2 million in our budget and 39 grand in the wage budget. Now, we could possibly try and make a signing on a pre-contract here. And after what happened a couple episodes ago, I'm not sure he deserves to get given a new contract. But we did look into him, and some of you guys were saying that the Garay signing was kind of meaningless because we got Billing, we got Twansby, we got Mawson, who are better, or if not better, then younger. But we needed some more experience, I felt. And I like to sign experienced players from time to time. But I think a few of you are probably just disappointed we missed out on Jack Grealish, a very good young talent, 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot. Should we give him a lifeline? Should we give him a second chance and say, come on, Jack, we all make mistakes? Oh, go on then. Look who's come crawling back. Jack Grealish and his agent. Okay, so we'll give him a 5-year deal. That was so funny, man. Seriously. I can't believe they were insulted when we offered them the exact same contract they were on. And this is a step up for them as well, with Aston Villa getting relegated to the Championship from last season in the game. We'll disregard the release clause, and it's the same contract, but 42 grand a week is what they're after then. So I can see why they were a little bit insulted after we offered them 16 grand a week less than that. But, I mean, 42 grand a week is a lot, but we now know his overall, it's 78. We know this guy's got some really good stats. He's only 24. He's only going to get better. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll remove that big bulky bonus there of almost $1 million for 20 games, and we'll say, Jack, if you want to accept that deal, you can come in, and it is more than we offered initially, but water under the bridge, mate. Water under the bridge, and you can come and be a decent cam for us next season. So why are you going to come in? Wow. Jesus, that agent is trying to squeeze every single penny out of Huddersfield Town, I'm telling you. 49 grand a week, and a big sign-on bonus as well, 630 grand. Do you know what? Fine. This is a decent cam. We don't have actually that many options in the cam role. A natural cam, I should say. So, do you know what? Okay. Alright, okay. You've come crawling back to us. You've come crawling back. I accept your apology, even though you didn't offer one. And Jack Grealish is going to sign on transfer deadline day. It's done now. It's done. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. To be fair to Jack, I can see why he wanted more than 26 grand, because when you look at his stats, they're very good. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, medium work rate. He's 5'9", so, you know, not the tallest, but he's got some really good physical stats there. He's quick, he's got good agility, good balance as well, which I find quite important on a cam. And 71 stamina's not bad either, 75 vision, and technically is where the guy excels. 86 ball control, 82 dribbling, 81 short pass. He's got some good stats, man. The flair trait as well, which I really like as well. Yeah, to be honest to Jack, maybe we did insult him a little bit by only offering what he's on right now at Villa Park. But he's a good player, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in action for us next season. And so we're just over $1 million in our transfer budget right now, and 50 grand in the wage budget as well. We probably have enough to sign one more player on a pre-contract. However, I'm not going to try and sign a new player. I'm going to try and sign a current player to a contract extension because, of course, as you guys know, there are a couple of players with their deals that come to the end of the year. One is the captain, Tommy Smith, who I don't think anyone's going to go in for now on deadline day. I think he's staying here, and I'll give him a contract come the end of the season. But Elias Kachunga, 6th man of the year, the squad player that we absolutely love, coming off the bench and changing games for us. This guy's contract coming the end of the year. We offered him a new deal a couple months ago, but he turned it down as the wages were far too low for him. He's on 26.5 grand a week, and I'm going to give him a new deal. He's probably not going to get any better at 27 years old, but we really like Kachunga, and I do not want to see this guy leave. Even if he stays as a squad player, I don't want this guy to leave this club. You know, I really like him. I'm going to try and get the guy to a rotation squad status as well, because he's not an important first-team player anymore. Yes, excellent. Kachunga is okay, settling for a bench role. Love it, Elias, mate. So the agent's happy, the player is happy. We'll go with a 3-year contract. I'll take him to 30 years old. So that's totally fine with me. No release clause. We're getting on well today. And, you know, maybe Kachunga was just annoyed I didn't talk to him directly and let the chief executive do it. You know, maybe he was annoyed and that showed a lack of respect. I don't know. But, okay, so rotation, 3-year deal. Now let's talk about the money. And he was annoyed when we offered him the same amount of money he's on right now. So we'll up it to 30 grand a week. So that's 3.5 grand a week more. And I'd love 3.5 grand a week more. I'd love 3.5 grand a week, period. But 30 grand a week on the contract, 3-year deal, rotation squad status. Come on, Elias, stay here. You know where your heart is. It was going so well. How much do you want then? Oh, if he goes now, I'll not be happy. If he goes now, I'll not be happy. I'll tell you, if Kachunga decides to leave now, I'll not be happy. How much do you want? How much do you want? I don't understand that. I really don't. Oh, they've given Tobias Holman number 10 there at Bristol City. We'll keep an eye on him as the years go by. How much do you want, Elias, mate? Oh, and Wolves have signed Kika Casilla and Munir and Kivrak on a pre-contract. The boys at Molineux are getting the job done on the free transfers, but that is going to do it. Oh, is it? Oh, it's a bid for Andre Green, never mind. I was going to say, I was a little bit worried there that might have been a bid for Kachunga. Someone trying to take him on a pre-contract. But no, that is probably going to do it for transfer deadline day then. And we'll try and negotiate with Elias and also probably Tommy Smith, the captain, at a further date as well. But yeah, that's going to do it for transfer deadline day then. There's 1 hour left on the clock, and that is going to do it. So this is what happened across the league. You can see what the teams currently did. Burnley sold Calabria and Robbie Brady for just £11.3 million. Wow. That's cheap, man. That's cheap. But you see what happened across the league anyway in the January window. And I've got to say, you know, 2 players coming on a pre-contract for us next season. Ezekiel Garay, that'll help us next season, considering how leaky our defense has been in the past couple of months. And Jack Grealish as well, coming in next season as well, putting pen to paper. I'm happy with that. And selling Tobias Holm, who we didn't really have much use for anyway, and has the 1-star skill moves. I'm pleased with what we did. I'm pleased with what we did in this January window. If not a lot, we were quite productive, if not doing too much. But the top deals in the world were Talisca going from Benfica to Manchester City for £50.2 million. Musacchio going to Arsenal, interesting transfer there, for £38 million. And also Eric Dyer going to Manchester City for £36.8 million. Manchester City have overtaken us in the table, gone back to top spot, and they are splashing the cash. 87 million spent in January. They want this title, and they'll not be happy if we overtake them and put them to the crown. So yeah, deadline day's over, the January window's over, and I'm happy with what we did. And just before our game against Middlesbrough, the first of 8 today, we do have an academy update here, as you can see how the boys currently getting on in the youth squad. Look at this guy, Dennis Lawal. 6'7" right back, 16 years old, 61 overall, 88 to 94 potential. Oh my goodness, we've got so many good fullbacks here already, but still. Max Hoekstra looks pretty decent. Marvin Deck looks good as well. I tell you, man, like this, oh my word. Lucas Moll, he's only 5'11", but 61 overall, 94 potential. This Huddersfield Youth Academy is just absolutely unbelievable. The Lawal brothers, the Nigerian Lawal brothers, unbelievable fullbacks, physically very strong. I tell you, man, I love our academy. I absolutely love our academy. It's just unbelievable. So first game today, and it is indeed Middlesbrough here at home in the FA Cup 4th round. I really want to get to the 5th round because we've never got further than this stage so far in this series, I do believe. So really important we do progress today with minimal fuss, and most importantly, avoid that dreaded FA Cup replay. So very strong team for us in this game. I've got Morris in goal, back for Jespersen, Mawson, Swansea, and Oli Barger at right back. The midfield is Sisto on the left, Kachunga on the right, and Amati and Moy in the middle. Vitinho, de Cam, and Mounier having the start today. And as for the Middlesbrough team, lining up in a 4-2-3-1, it's a very good one as well. Connor Ripley in goal, back for Fabio, Ben Gibson, Daniel Ayala, and Cyrus Christie at right back. The middle is, I think that's Dessart and Clayton together in the middle there, with Johnson on the left, Adama Traore on the right, Forshaw, de Cam, and Braithwaite up top for them as well. So they may be a championship side, but this will not be an easy game, hence my strong lineup. But let's get that win and get through to the 5th round.
Well, he could be the star turn in this game.
I think sometimes we feel that heading is going out of fashion, but this lad is doing his best to keep it in vogue.
Johnson for the Boro, ball over the top. Mawson should deal with that, but he can't because Braithwaite outstrengthened him in the air, and he's still got the ball, Braithwaite, and across comes Pellizzoli, and he's still going, Braithwaite. What a run! And Morris shoals it behind for a corner. Braithwaite with brute strength, keeping hold of the ball, getting a shot away, and Morris had to bail us out of his near post. In the game with basically no chances. I got to say, I think the Boro have probably played a little bit better than us in this one. We've had more of the ball, but done nothing with it. And they've had the only meaningful attack, really. As Marty finds Aaron Moy, maybe a chance through the middle, as I'll try and find Mounier, trying to get past Ben Gibson. Still Mounier on the ball, still Mounier, can he take it himself? Yes he can, and that's a brilliant finish by Steve Mounier, justifying his selection and giving us the lead on the stroke of the hour mark. 1-0, and that's why he's in the team. 8 minutes away from progress to the 5th round. The game's not done yet. We've played quite poorly today, and I won't be taking my foot off the gas until we do reach that final whistle. Moy with a tackle, now a chance on the break here. Not going to put my foot on the ball and conserve energy. I want that second goal. I want progress secured. Green through to Chaplin, just off the bench, who normally does wrap the games up for us. Connor Chaplin does it again. Lovely finish. 2-0 to the Terriers, and that is it. We are in to the FA Cup 5th round. Not a great performance, but a win nonetheless. And how often does this happen? Connor Chaplin comes off the bench, scores a late goal, and either wins us the game, ties us the game, or secures us the game. This time the 3rd one, nice finish, 2-0 to the Terriers. We're into the app for the FA Cup 5th round. Well, I anticipated quite a tough test, and it was not a routine victory for us, but a victory nonetheless. 2-0 the final score, and we are into the 5th round. Whilst we did dominate possession and move the ball around quite nicely, again, it wasn't really a great display from us, to be honest, especially because we did have a strong lineup out there, but we got the job done. That's the most important thing. It's now 3 wins from 3 in all competitions as well, so delighted with that. And also, I think that's 3 clean sheets in 3 as as well. Pretty good for a team that were struggling to defend. But I'll give man of the match to Andre Green, who came off the bench at half-time and really sparked into a life after a really poor first 45 minutes. Brought him on for Sisto, and he performed very well and got an assist too. So 2-0 the final score, and I'm delighted we are through, albeit not of a great display. And so just before our second game today, another loan offer for Patrick Wilson, which we will just accept straight off the bat this time and see what happens. And also a bid for Moses Odibajo here. West Brom now want to take him for £8.8 million. But I tell you, man, I really like Odibajo. I don't want to see this guy go. I know this is now the fourth bid he's had. He'll want more first-team football next season. He's a backup right back now with the Ox in the team. But this guy, always, consistently, very, very good. So I'm going to keep this guy here. I don't want to see him leave. I don't want to see him leave.
Well, the main story here is we are going to see in action the top scorer in the league. And it's live.
So back to the Premier League for the second of 8 games today, and it's now Southampton away at St Mary's. The clashes here are always quite thrilling, none more thrilling than last year after our infamous defeat where Fraser Forster scored an equalising goal in stoppage time and then they won it seconds after. So this will be a good game, I'm sure. 4-2-3-1 for the Saints, Forster in goal, back for a Messina, Van Dijk, Yoshida now wearing the armband, and Sam Byram at right back. Jordi Clasie and Christopher at DMs with Sobby on the left, Gelson Martins on the right, who starred in the win against us this season at the Kirtley Stadium, Tadic the cam, and Gabbiadini the striker. And as for our team, it's our normal league lineup with a couple of changes after the win over Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. 4-4-1-1, Hudson in goal, back for Sessegnon, the Great Dane, Tuansby and the Ox at right back. The middle though is Sisto on the left, Malcolm on the right, and Marty and the handsome man together in the centre. Bradley King gets the nod tonight, starting in the cam role, and of course the league's highest scorer Moses is up top for us too. Bradley King so far has only started one Premier League game, that came at Turf Moor, and if you remember he scored as well on his Premier League debut. A nice little finish, so going to give him the nod tonight, see what he can do in this role. I have to say it was quite disappointing in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, but he doesn't seem to disappoint when he's given a start in the Premier League, because Bradley King is through, and what a start for the young man. Southampton 0, Huddersfield 1, put this guy on the pitch, wind him up and watch him score goals. 1-0 already, what a start. Just under a quarter of an hour to go. This game is not done yet as Ward-Prowse receives the ball and finds Sam Byram, and Hudson with a camera save, if you will, keeps the score at 1-0. We were stung by the Saints here last year late on, we were leading by 1. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens again as Mounier gets on the ball and the flag stayed. I thought he was offside there, but he wasn't, and Connor Chaplin is through. Connor Chaplin is through, and there is the second goal to surely make sure the points will be in the bag. But I want to see that again. I thought Mounier was offside there as he rolled it through. Well, I just want to take a look at this again, because I thought Mounier was offside at that moment there when he was played through by Connor Chaplin. You can see the ball is played at that moment. There's the moment of impact, and I have to say I think he's offside. I think Mounier is just offside there, and Alino's got it wrong. Now, we've had some bad luck this season. You've seen it quite a few times, but as I always say, I will hold my hands up and accept when we've got good luck as well. To me, Mounier is offside at that moment, and Alino's got it wrong. It probably won't matter as we're now 2 goals up, but either way, hold my hands up. That's a bit of luck there. The Lino didn't go to Specsavers, and we benefit from it. There has been quite a few moments this season where things have gone against us. Probably the Real Madrid goal at the Bernabeu, the most frustrating of the lot, where the shot hit the post off Morris's back and then went straight into the path of Aubameyang. But I won't deny it. That was a lucky goal there as Davis gives it inside to Mounier, and there is the third goal. And in the end, it's not going to matter. Steve Mounier with the finish, 3-0 to the Terriers, and in the end, the goal that should have been disallowed for offside doesn't really matter too much. 3-0 the final score, a really good display, and a thoroughly deserving win, no doubt about it. We were in control from start to finish, really. The possession was even, but I thought we played very well, and when going forward, looked unstoppable. And since we are the league's highest goal scorers, that's what you have to expect when Huddersfield Town come to town. So 3-0 the final score, and a good man of the match to Mounier as well. Got the assist for the Chaplin goal and scored that goal later on there to wrap the points up. 3-0 to win, and delighted with the performance. And just before the third game, transfers galore at the moment outside the window. Pescara want to take Pellizzoli for 1.25 mil, and with Ezekiel coming next season, that's totally fine with me. He rejected Salerno. Will he accept Pescara? Let's find out. So third game today, and it's now Chelsea here at home. What a massive game this is going to be in the Premier League, as we've now gone top of the table by a point as well, with 15 games to go. So a huge game here. We've beaten Conte's boys 3 times in a row away at Stamford Bridge. We've not beaten them once here at the Kirklees Stadium, so this should be quite a tough test, I'm sure. But 4-4-1-1 for the game. Hudson in goal for Sessegnon, the Great Dane, Tuansby, and the Ox at right back back. The midfield's quite interesting though. Kachunga is on the left-hand side with Malcolm on the right and Amartey Moy in the middle. Vitinho to Cam and Moses leading the line. But as for the Chelsea, what a strong lineup they've got out here tonight. 5-2-3 for the game. Courtois in goal. Back five, Alonso, David Luiz, Azpilicueta, Kurt Zouma and Florenzi at right wing back. I love the midfield duo of Kante and Bakayoko, and what a front three this is. Rafael Guerrero on the left-hand side, Felipe Anderson on the right, and the striker, Kylian Mbappe. What a test this is going to be. What a game it's going to be. Come on, the Terriers, let's stay top. Chelsea beat us here in Season 1, 4-1. And we then drew with them 0-0 last season. We haven't beaten them once here at the Kirklees Stadium. I want this to be the game when that finally ends. But here's Anderson on the ball shooting, and that's not too far off target as goes behind for a goal kick. It's really strange. When we play them at Stamford Bridge, we play really well. We've won 3 out of 3. But here, we can't seem to get the better of them. And they always seem to look the stronger side as Bakayoko finds Mbappe. And maybe another chance here for Kylian to use his pace. Plays it inside. Hudson's there. Yeah, our general play at home against Chelsea is very poor. But away from home, we're a different team. As the Ox storms down the right-hand side, feeds it into Moy, and he'll find Moses, but maybe a chance for Moses to use his pace to get around Azpilicueta, finds some space to shoot, and finds the back of the net as well. Moses with the finish, 1-0 to the Terriers, and is this the season we finally beat Conte's boys at home, and is that the guy that's going to win us the game? 1-0, wonderful step over, wonderful finish, wonderful start. Nice job on the shoulder, beat Azpilicueta, and a great finish on that 5-star weaker left foot. I'd love to have like a detailed breakdown of where the goals come from and what foot they use and the head as well, and any other parts of the bodies too. You know, like in FM, like you have such a detailed range of statistics and analytics for the players, and for someone that really dives into the, I guess, the more nerdy stuff, some might say, I'd love to find it out, because Moses scored so many goals with that 5-star weak foot. It's such a big bonus, and this is why we sold Tobias Holm, because like I said in the sale of him, you know, I consider the weak foot and the skill moves really, really important in FIFA. Very important. As Florenzi's on the ball and a chance for Chelsea to respond instantly. Florenzi shoots, Hudson saves, still 1-0. Rafael Guerrero, long through ball there, and Hudson's come really far out of his goal to meet Mbappe. Oh, great goalkeeping from Ross Hudson there. He made his mind up early and did very well, doing his best Manuel Neuer impression, but still 1-0 as Chelsea come forward again here. It's been a balanced first half as they're on the offensive. Alonso inside their area, finds Kante, holds it up, finds space, doesn't want to shoot though, and thankfully he didn't because Malcolm gets it away. Now a chance on the break here, Vitinho finds Moses and he's clear, he's running clear. This really should be 2-0 and Courtois makes the save. I took far too long there. I had too much time, if you know what I mean. And the Belgian bails Chelsea out there. I was caught in two minds. Do I try and round him? Do I smash it? Do I finesse it? No excuses though. That should have been 2-0. As Billings' header hits the post. And then Tuanzebe's shot is blocked. And then the back heel is diverted behind for a corner. Oh, golden chances here at the end of the first half. We really should be 2 goals up. As Kachunga's header is saved as well. What a miss there with Moses. I'm so annoyed at myself. Should have finished that. Game coming into its closing stages. The lead is still just 1. I want a second goal. Can we get it? King round David Luiz, tries to dink it over Courtois. Oh, I love him. I absolutely love him. Points in the bag. Bradley King comes off the bench for Moses and wraps it up with his 3rd Premier League goal in 3 appearances. And it's surely game over now. And after missing a hatful of chances, it's the kid that keeps a cool head and wraps it up. Sends David Luiz the wrong way. Dinks it over the big frame of the Belgian Courtois as it nestles into the far corner, and it's 2 for Huddersfield Town, and surely 3 points as well as we stay top of the table. King with a finish, game over, good night Antonio Conte. Well, for a team that was struggling to defend, how about this response? 5 clean sheets in a row in all competitions, a big 2-0 win here. We stay top of the table regardless of what Manchester City did. What a massive result, and finally we've beat Chelsea here at the Kirklees Stadium. 3 wins from 3 to start today's episode off. Another good performance in this 2-0 win, but probably should have scored more goals really. And whilst Moses will get man of the match for scoring the first one, he missed a couple of golden chances which would have wrapped the game up a little bit sooner. But 3 points in the bag, most important thing, we stay top of the table, delighted with that. And some good news after the game as well. Patrick Wilson is going to leave on a 1-year loan to start next season. 6 Fields Northampton, and that's good. Finally, we've loaned a player out. Took a long time, but finally. And also on the transfer front, just before the next game against Liverpool, Pellizzoli has decided to leave for next season and join Pescara on a £1.25 million deal. And now we've got some more prize money as well. We'll be able to find out who our opponents are in the next round of the FA Cup. So who we're going to be facing in the 5th round. Let's find out together. Dun, dun, dun. Eventually we'll find out. There we go. Where are we? I can't find us. There we are. We've got MK Dons in the round of 16 of the FA Cup. So delighted with that. And hopefully we'll get through to the quarters for the first time in the series so far. So 4th of the 8 games today, approaching the halfway stage in the special episode number 50. If you're enjoying the video so far, then please do drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. But heading into this game, hopefully we'll stay top of the table as the chasing pack are now really applying the pressure. Everton, Manchester City and Manchester United, not too many points behind us right now, so we need to keep on winning. Our team for this game, just before the Barcelona game, is Hudson in goal, back for Sessegnon, the Great Dane, Twansby and the Ox at right back, with Sisto on the left, Malcolm on the right, Moyna Martin in the middle, Vitinho the cam, and Moses our striker, so normal league lineup if you will. And as for the Liverpool lineup, well, there's a familiar face in this 4-3-3, very good one with Henderson, Chan and Wijnaldum in the midfield trio, but the familiar face on the left hand side, that wing, and Bayern Niang, my boy, starting on that left hand side for the Reds tonight, with Cavani the striker and Sadio Mane on the right wing. Let's make it 4 wins from 4 though, get a big 3 points here, and stay top of the table and keep our confidence high going into that big Champions League clash against Barcelona. Let's get it done. So 2 quick corners here for the Terriers, 18 minutes in. Vitinho's going to take this one and aim for the top scorer, Moses, who flicks it just off target. Still 0-0. A draw would not be a bad result, but with Barcelona to come in a few days' time, and again, the chasing pack gathering pace, we've got to keep on winning if we are to stay top. I feel as though if we lose our lead at the top of the table right now, it is so tight. There will be chances for us to go back top of the table, but the teams around us are stronger and better, so we need to keep on winning if we are to be crowned champions. There's Sakai finds Cavani. Back towards Chan, gets it back off him, and the Uruguayan on the ball, goes for goal. Hudson makes the save, still 0-0. Someone will score tonight, someone will score. So, second half begins, still 0-0. It was a pretty good first half for the most part, lots of action, but the finishes were really, really poor. Can that change in the second half? Directly from kickoff, it almost did. A really quick attack from the Terriers, but Sisto's header over the bar, and really that sums the game up so far. Both teams have had numerous opportunities, but unfortunately no one is capable of putting the ball in the back of the net. Cavani down the right hand side for Liverpool, takes it around Billing, and the cross comes in, and there is the first goal, and it does come from my boy who slots it through the legs of Ross Hudson and gives the Reds the lead. Cavani takes it round the Great Dane who came out to close him down, and the Yang, I mean look, we know this guy can do anything and he proves it right there. He's a superstar, baby, he's unstoppable. I've changed our shape now with half an hour to go, and I've gone to a 4-3-3 false 9, which I rarely ever use either in FIFA or FM, but I guess my thinking really is that our finishes right there on cue have been so poor tonight. We've got to try and work out better chances and try and find much better opportunities as opposed to shooting from all angles. So there's time remaining in this game, but unfortunately with the finishing being so poor at the moment, the league's highest scorers look as though they're going to be blunted unless they can find a better opening. Like right now, Moy coming forward and Karius with this save as Liverpool get it away. Still time, but we need a goal. And Marty on the ball looks to find the Ox here, who is our false 9 in this game. He's round 1. Can he get around another? He's done really well. And posted inside to a Marty. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Brilliant work from the Ox playing as the false 9. And Daniel Marty gets his second goal for the club. And we're back on level terms. It was a wild thing to do. I rarely ever use the false 9, but it worked for us perfectly. Nice roulette. Seized the run of a Marty running through. Brilliant through ball. And a lovely finish. 1-1. Back on level terms. Well, that is going to do it then. Final score here at the Kirklees Stadium, 1-1. And I have to say, I went bold, switching to a false 9 to get us that goal, and we did. Nice finish by Amati after the free ball by the Ox. 1-1 though, and a disappointing result. We had lots of chances, but the finishing was really, really poor. As backed up by the stats, 17 shots in total from both sides, but only 5 falling on target, less than 33% combined. and not a great game for us, this one. The winning streak does get halted here by Liverpool. It's not a bad result. They're a good side, obviously. We're becoming a great side as well, though. If I was top of the table, I'm disappointed we couldn't get the 3 points to make it 4 wins from 4 to start today's episode off. But I will give man of the match to the Ox, who's been moved around all over the place in this team since we brought him in. That's why we bought him, to be a versatile player for us. And in the false 9 role, got the assist and looked very good as well. So 1-1 the final score, not a bad result, and hopefully it'll keep us top of the table as well. And it does, but sadly I didn't realise that was our game in hand. So a massive missed opportunity to go 4 points clear with 13 games to go. But we are still top, and with 6 points separating top from 4th, it's still anyone's guess as to who's going to win the title come the end of this season. So it's tight. It's going to be a thrilling finale, I'm sure. But we're going to Barcelona next, and I'm super excited for the Champions League round of 16 first leg as well. Let's keep this good form going and get a massive win here against all odds. However, as you can probably tell by my demeanour, I'm not really expecting much going into this game. But come on, Terriers, we can have a magical night here at the Kirklees Stadium. Barcelona coming to town, and I believe we can take them in the first leg of a round of 16 tie. So 4-4-1 for the game. Very strong lineup with just a couple of changes in the back line. Morris between the sticks as our European goalkeeper. Jespersen, who's impressed so much this season in the left back role, with Mawson and Twansby the CBs, with Odi Barger at right back. The midfield and the attack's the same though as a normal league lineup. Sisto on the left, Malcolm on the right, Moy and Marty in the middle, Vitinho the cam, and Moses up top. And as for the Barcelona team, 4-3-3 false 9, as you would expect. Not modelled on our 4-3-3 false 9 that we used against Liverpool, but obviously a very good team and a great lineup. They've got Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Alba, Boateng, Umtiti, and Hector Bellerin at right back. The midfield trio is Gomez, Sergio Busquets, and Sampa, and the front three is Gerard Deulofeu on the left, Messi on the right, and Luis Suarez operating as that false 9. So Barcelona, 5th of the 8 games today, the toughest test. Can we come through and get a magical win here? Probably not, but let's find out. Come on, Terriers. This is going to be a very, very tough game for us tonight. I will take a 0-0 though, definitely. A goalless draw, preventing Barcelona from grabbing an away goal. That would be a good result for us, but it's going to be tough. We know that, as Vitinho on the ball, keeps hold of it, might need a teammate. Moy is a dummy runner, so Vitinho can take it himself here. Space to let fly, he will do so, but Ter Stegen had everything behind it, as it's still 0-0. In the 25 minutes in, we've been defending pretty solid, I must say. Mawson stepped in, he's been great in the second half of the season in that centre-back role. Odi Barger's been quite solid at right back. Jespersen, who impresses every time he plays for us, the young Danish fullback's been good as well. It's been a good first half hour. You know, we play quite well, and we're doing enough at the moment. I'll take anything for granted though. This is an amazing Barcelona team, and they are the firm favourites tonight. But Odi Barger has been excellent in this game, absolutely brilliant. This is why I don't want to sell this guy ever. Whenever he plays in our right back role, he plays really well. As Moy plays it into Moses, and Moses finds Vitinho, and Vitinho on the turn. As Mo's with him, I'm looking for him. Can I find him? Moses, round your own Boateng, and Ter Stegen makes the save, and Umtiti gets it away. 40 minutes in, I think we've been a better team in this first half. Best chance there. Good save by the German. Still 0-0, but I think we can win this game. I really do. Jespersen, great work. Wins it back. Floats one in. And Vitinho flicks it down, and Umtiti gets it away. Let's keep this pressure up going into the break and see if we can find that goal. Well, that is going to do it for the first half. One shot for Barcelona right at the end, but other than that, we've really stopped them. And the Barcelona fans aren't happy either. It is 0-0. And like I said, I'll take this result. We've done okay. We've done our job. Let's keep it going. Football is a game of two halves though, and whilst our first half display was more than satisfactory, we cannot afford to let the energy levels drop in the second half. Barcelona are one of those teams that can keep holding the ball so well, and whilst they tire you out with their possession-based football, eventually break you down and wear you down over time. So we can't let that happen, as Andre Gomes gets on the ball and finds Messi. And Messi now trying to get around Jespersen. Still Messi on the ball. Close passing to Gomez. Suarez now finds Messi into Suarez. Turns his man. Shoots. And there is the first goal. 6 minutes after the restart. It's the only time they've broken us down. With a great striker like Luis Suarez, he only needs one chance. Barca in front, 1-0. Really nice football from Barcelona there. A lovely work goal. Messi to Suarez, and look at that for a first touch to beat Twansby. And a thumping effort. Fizzes off the hand of Sean Morris, but he can't keep it out. Just divert it into the top corner, and the Uruguayan gives Barcelona the lead. The ex-Liverpool striker makes it 1-0, and we trail. Oh, and now Barcelona are really turning it on. Dembele off the bench, rolls it inside. It's Suarez. He's found space to let fly once again, and that shot just off target. We can't compete capitulate. That's the one thing we can't afford to do. If we still want to get through, we cannot capitulate. We've lost our goalless draw as things stood. We've conceded a goal. We cannot let our heads drop here. We've got to keep reminding ourselves we're still in this game and still in this tie. Sisto on the ball, down the left. Can he do what he does best? Cutting in from the left-hand side and finding space to shoot. Ter Stegen saves it, but Vitinho turns in the rebound, and we are back on level terms. Vitinho with the goal, 1-1, and an instant reply from the Brazilian. Get in! Oh, we needed that. We needed that goal. We needed a response, and we've got it. We've played well tonight. We didn't deserve to be trailing. We have got ourselves the equaliser. Sisto cutting from the left as he likes to do. Ter Stegen making the save, but a bit of good luck for us there as Vitinho gets to the rebound first, puts it into the open goal, and makes it 1-1. Now, let's turn the game on its head and get in front for the first time. Moses looking for Vitinho. Oh, what a goal that would have been. A lovely ball by Vitinho over the top. Moses over the top, sorry. And Vitinho's volley off the crossbar. Still 1-1. But I do feel like someone's going to win this game here with 25 to go. Sisto down the left. Takes it around his man. Crosses towards his man Malcolm. Cleared away. Come on. Chunga to Davis. Can either side win this game later on here? Davis plays it into Vitinho. Vitinho towards Moses down left-hand side. A little bit too far for him there, but he'll keep the ball in play and try and cross where Vitinho's getting up for the header. Yes! Get in, Vitinho! Heads it home. And with 5.5 minutes to go, Huddersfield Town have come from behind to lead against Barcelona, and the Brazilians bagged the brace. Come on! Moses holds it up, takes it round two. Floats onto the penalty spot, and Vitinho, not known for his headers, leaps like a salmon and heads it past Ter Stegen and into the top corner. Huddersfield Town 2, Barcelona 1. What a magical night at the Kirklees Stadium. Get in! Let's not let this win slip through our fingers. 2 minutes of normal time to play. Titi to Messi, who tries to bend one. Oh, Sean Morris. What a save, young man. Davis, who's it clear, and there it is. Get in. What a win at the Kirklees Stadium. Huddersfield 2, Barcelona 1. We come from behind to get the victory. And oh my goodness gracious me, what a performance from Vitinho. He was unbelievable, and so were the whole team. I felt we could get a draw. I felt we could get a clean sheet. In the end, we got neither, but did get the win. What a performance from the Terriers. 8 shots and 6 on target compared to 5 and 3, and I felt we were full value for it as well. A couple of great chances for Barcelona, including the goal they scored through Suarez, but we looked threatening all game long, and Vitinho was an absolute monster in this game. Absolutely sensational in this team, bagging both goals. He and Moses have such an amazing connection. He got the assist for the second goal he scored, that nice header, but of course Vitinho does get man of the match, and for the Terriers, well, what a win. And heading back to Spain for the second leg, if we keep a clean sheet, we go through to the Champions League quarterfinals. What a result. Who saw that coming? So after that magical win over Barcelona, staying at home for the next game, the 6th of 8, as we jump into the FA Cup round of 16 against MK Dons. A changed lineup, but still a strong one. Morris in goal, back for Sessegnon, the Great Dane Turner, and the Ox at right back, with an interesting midfield with Green on the left, Kachunga on the right, and Davis and Amati in the middle. Bradley King is our cam, and Mounier does lead the line. And as for the League One side, well, it's a decent team, but certainly one we should fancy our chances against. And right now we're on a 7-game unbeaten run, so hopefully we'll keep it going, get the win here, avoid the FA Cup replay, and reach the quarterfinals for the first time ever. MK Dons, 6th game today. Let's get another big win here. Sessegnon, we know he can strike and goes for goal, and Nichols makes the save. And it's back into the box there as Mounier flicks it down, and MK Dons should get it away. Just want to avoid that FA Cup replay today. You know, we've got so many games coming thick and fast in different competitions. We need to make sure we have as few games between now and the end of the season in our calendar, so we'll be fully fit, fully fresh, and rested for the bigger games to come, especially in the Premier League, as Amati finds Kachunga, and Kachunga looks to roll through Mounier, who's trying to get in behind Wootton. Can he do so? Mounier takes his time and finds the back of the net. Nichols got a touch, but couldn't keep it out. Steve Mounier makes it 1-0, and we do take the lead 16 minutes in. corner, is it? Yeah, Williams couldn't keep it in play. And a chance here from this set piece. 5 minutes to go before the break. The Ox is going to take it and aim for Mounier in that 6-yard area, and it worked out perfectly. Mounier with the header after the assist from the corner, and I can't, there we go, I can't celebrate with the Ox until right now, and it is 2-0 to the Terriers. He's such a big, powerful striker, Steve Mounier, and this is why we wanted to keep him. There's 2 players coming towards him, but it doesn't matter. He can handle them both. 4 goals in the FA Cup now for Steve, and he'll probably never be our regular striker in the Premier League, but such a good squad player to have, and that's why he stays here. 2-0 to the Terriers, and we double our lead just before half-time. So the lead is still 2, past the hour mark now. Can't see MK Dons getting back in this one. They've not played badly, to be fair, but we've just been a cut above, really. And we're showing our Premier League class as King rolls it through to Mounier. And this should be the 3rd goal. It's Steve Mounier, and there is the 3rd goal. King with the assist, Mounier with the finish, and 3 for the Terriers. 64 minutes in, the win's confirmed, and we're through to the quarters. I have to say, for Bradley King, I really felt as though the striker role would be his best in this team with his finishing ability, but he seems so much better when playing a little bit deeper. He gets a few assists and doesn't shy away from scoring goals in that position either. But MK Dons are going to get a goal back directly from kickoff. Kieran Agard turns in the rebound after the first shot at the post. Should just be a consolation, but unfortunately our clean sheet has gone. The game is not over yet, and MK Dons are through again here and have scored again. So with the finish, it's 3-2, and maybe the game is not done yet. We're going into stoppage time, and they've battled back from 3 goals down to cut the deficit to just 1. They've actually played really well today, so the 3-0 scoreline did flatter us. However, King is through to surely wrap the game up, and there it is, as Bradley King does confirm it. We are through to the quarter-finals. Well, we made hard work of that in the end. MK Dons have played well. They didn't deserve to be trailing by 3 anyway, but King secures it, plus Mounier's hat-trick. We're into the next round. Those fans were statuesque there, and it's all over. Nice 1-2 between King and Davis. The academy graduates linking up, and that'll do it. 4-2 should be the final score. What a thrilling finale, and full credit to MK Dons, they did not give up. Yep, there it is, 4-2 the final score, and confirmation we are into the quarterfinals. Mounier will collect the match ball after netting a hat-trick today. But I'll tell you, man, he scored our first 3, and then we really took our foot off the gas pedal and were almost punished for it. MK Dons battled back to make it 3-2. We're through to the quarters, first time ever, delighted with that. And like I said, they did not play badly at all, the League One side. Full credit, they came here, didn't try and sit back and hit us on the counter. They wanted goals, and they got 2 of them, and almost came back from 3 goals down to tie the game and force a replay at Stadium MK. But we're through to the quarters. Mounier man the match for the hat-trick as well. 4-2 the final score, and yeah, breathing a sigh of relief there. We've just about done it. And so just before the final 2 games today, we do have 3 more scouting updates plus an academy update as well. But there's also a training injury, and this is a little bit worrying. We don't need this right now with just a couple of months to go, and it's going to be for Philip Billing. For a 7-day injury, okay, thank goodness for that. Just a 7-day injury. When I saw Philip Billing, I was like, oh god, no. But 7 days, we can cope with that. That's not too big of a deal. He'll miss probably the final 2 games today. But 3 more scouting updates here from Wilson, based in Sweden, and Ian and Keith as well. Nice, it's pretty good here. What I'm doing a lot more often now, though, as you might be able to see, is I'm waiting a lot longer before I sign players to the academy. Normally around 3 or 4 months before they're given a deal, regardless of how good they may well look. And it's just because players do decrease in the scouting updates, like in your academy, over time. So the longer you wait, the better report you'll get on them, and the more detailed look you'll have at them, and you'll be able to find out just how good they are. So yeah, and also as well, I don't think that anymore you can have players poach players away from your scouting updates as well, because I haven't seen it this year. In previous FIFAs, if you left players in the scout report and didn't sign them to your academy, other clubs could poach them away. But this year, I've not seen a single club do that. So I think they might have taken that feature out of the game, and therefore there's no risk for just leaving them in the scout report and seeing how they do over time. So yeah, we'll continue scouting on quite a few of these players, and also take a look at the academy update in just a moment's time as well. So as you can see, a few players here not looking quite as good after the first month, hence why we're going to reject them, because we're looking for the creme de la creme here at Huddersfield Town. So yeah, 2 games to go. 2 games to go. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the special episode number 50. Once again, if you have enjoyed the episode, then please do drop a like. These episodes do take quite a while to make. But let's take a look at the academy, see how the youth boys are currently getting on. And I got to say, just like we saw earlier in the episode, look at some of these talents, man. Particularly the Lawal twins, or the Lawal brothers from Nigeria. They look absolutely fantastic. But really, the whole academy is looking absolutely stacked right now. Gotta love it. So, penultimate game of today's long episode. And it's now Derby County coming here to take us on. No slip-ups allowed between now and the end of the season if we are to stay top. And with the Rams right now rock bottom and adrift by 10 points as well, we've got to fancy our chance tonight. So, normal league lineup with just a one change due to the Great Danes injury. Hudson in goal, back for Sessegnon, Mawson, Tuansby and Yox at right back. Midfield the same as ever, Sist on left, Malcolm on the right, and Amati and Captain Moy in the middle, with Vitinho the cam and Mo's the top scorer, the striker. And as for the Derby team, they may be in 20th. They did draw against us 1-1 at Pride Park, and they almost won it as well later on for a Vidra goal. He thankfully is not starting tonight until Kachunga bailed us out in stoppage time. Decent team, decent attack as well. Lawrence on the left, Nathan Dyer on the right, David Nugent the cam, and also Martin, their striker as well.
Home record has been excellent, the best in the division. The away record for the visitors has been very, very bad, and they'll find it hard, I think, to improve on that in this match.
Well, the way they've been creating and taking their chances, the home team, I can only see one winner.
It's actually not that bad of a team, Derby got out there. You've got Joe Ledley, Andre Wisdom at the back as well, George Fawn I saw too, so not a bad lineup, but our team is much better, and thus I do expect to win with minimal fuss here. Vitinho going down the right hand side, shut down by Mr. Wisdom, but Vitinho takes it round him and cuts inside in fine form right now. Vitinho, can he get a shot? Oh, yes he can, and the second one deflects and goes in, and this is exactly why I don't complain too much when we do have really unlucky moments, because sometimes we'll get really lucky moments, and that is one right there. A real element of fortune. Vitinho in fine form sees his shot deflect off the defender and bobble over Scott Carson. 1-0, but that's very, very lucky, and we really got away with one there. Very fortunate. Remember the Real Madrid game, remember the Burnley game. What I always say, luck will balance itself out. It will. Over time in FIFA, luck will balance itself out. You might not think it, but it will. As Moses goes down the right-hand side and turns Andre Wisdom. And can we turn on the style here and go 2 goals up? Yes, we can. Moses does it again. 1-0 to Huddersfield. Sorry, 2-0 to Huddersfield even. And I was trying to dab there, but the replay wouldn't let me. But it's okay, because Moses fires it in, past Scott Carson, quick fire double, 2 goals up, and already you feel the game is beyond the Rams now. Well, when top play bottom at home, you normally expect a comfortable win and a few goals as well. But not our best display this one, but the 3 points the most important thing. We'll stay top of the table, but I have to say, that wasn't exactly a great game from us there. Quite a subpar performance. Obviously, there was a huge element of luck to our first goal, won't try and deny that, and then 5 minutes later doubled our lead. But I thought the floodgates were going to open after that second goal. In the end, it was quite a poor display. I'll call it what it was, quite a poor display, and we get the 3 points, which you probably do deserve, but not our best win. I'll give man of the match to Vitinho, though, for the goal and the assist as well. But a 2-0 scoreline, and there was the Swansea game next, and then Barcelona straight afterwards. That was not a great win by any stretch of the imagination. Quite poor. And let's make sure that our final game today is a good win against Zanka Swansea, and the 3 points as well as we go after revenge after they beat us in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. But we just had our prize money drawn, or given to us, I should say, for the FA Cup quarter-finals, which now have been drawn. Who are we going to be taking on in the last 8? It's going to be Manchester United. Oh, now this is going to be interesting because we lost to Manchester United last season. Was it around the 32 or around the 16? Can't remember now. But Manchester United in the quarterfinals. And when is that game going to be played? I'm looking forward to that. Let's find out. That will be directly after the Barcelona game in the next episode. Manchester United away at Old Trafford in the FA Cup quarterfinals. Oh, what a big episode the next one's going to be, man. In 3 different competitions. That's going to be amazing. So, 8th and final game today then. Hopefully we'll make it 4 wins from 4 to end the episode strong. Stay top of the table and also make it 10 games unbeaten in a row in all competitions heading into the Barcelona game in Spain. Swansea, our final opponents though. And this is going to be a tough tough game, especially after they knocked out our kids in the Carabao Cup semi-finals. So Swansea's team is pretty good, and they do include Zanka in the back line as well. The midfield quad is very good indeed. Roque Mesa, Gulavogui, Jay Fulton, and Jonathan Vieira as well. And a very threatening strike duo. Swansea got some really good options up top. Kevin Volland and Jordan Ayew. And as for our team ahead of the game in midweek against Barcelona, 4-4-1-1, but quite a few changes to the first 11. Hudson in goal, back for Sessegnon. Turner starting today alongside Alfie Mawson, the former Swan, and Oxlade-Chamberlain at right back. Green on the left, Kachunga on the right, Davis and Amati in the middle, Moses our centre forward, and Steve Mounier, wearing the armband, is our striker today. Let's get the win, finish strong, and stay top of the table heading into the next episode. Come on, the Terriers. It'll be a bitter blow if we lose this game, lose our undefeated run, lose our place at the top of the table, all in one, as we end the special episode number 50 off. So we've got to get the 3 points in this one. As Kachunga rolls it towards Andre Green at the far post, and well, that should have been 1-0, and I didn't realise how much time I had there. Adrenaline got the better of me, quickly pressed circle, and tapped it way wide. The post is still 0-0. This is a must-win game. All our games now are must-win if we are to be crowned champions, and that should have been 1-0. Obviously, there's a bit of a mini rivalry brewing with Swansea at the moment due to the Carabao Cup semi-finals this season. Of course, last year's infamous Zanka dives. Kachunga's on the ball and shoots and hits it into the side netting. Do not want to slip up in this game. A draw will still keep us top regardless of what the chasing pack do. But if we are to be crowned champions, these are games we have to win. Draws aren't good enough in my book. So I'm going to make some changes at the break here and switch to a 4-1-2-1-2 wide. This is normally my go-to formation for goals, and alter things quite significantly here. And I'll have Connor Chaplin and Steve Mounier leading the line with Bradley King as our cam. Moses being very poor, so he's coming off, as is Daniel Amati. And hopefully, with the pace we've got in this team, and a really good little and large duo up top as well, we'll find that breakthrough and finally get in front. 45 minutes to go. A draw will keep us top regardless, but I want the win. Let's not end with a 0-0. There's still time. We need a winning goal now. Ball through to King. Bradley King takes in his stride. One-on-one, and Bradley King does what he does best. This kid is a superstar in the making. Comes off the bench and surely wins it. He scored in every single Premier League appearance, and what a massive goal this is with 18 minutes to go. It's been a drab display, but Bradley King has done it again. Mounier pokes it through, goalkeeper comes out to close down the angle, but what a strike from our number 29. Head down, laces through it, top corner, 3 points in the bag. Swansea 0, Terriers 1, and Bradley King's done it again. I mean, I was saying the 3 points are in the bag. Let's not count our chickens just yet. Game not done. And Swansea and us have got history, so let's not count our chickens just yet. We'll have to retract that statement there with 15 minutes to go. Swansea come forward here to try an instant reply. Fulton's cross is going to go all the way across the other side of the pitch where Kolasinac controls, and he crosses too. Hudson goes up and claims it well, and it is still 1-0. Quick kick out wide to Chaplin as well, and Connor's after that one. What a first touch by Chaplin too, and King storming forward. I'll pick him out. It's Bradley, it's Bradley King, who takes his time, sets himself, and now the points are in the bag. Now the points are in the bag. Swansea 0, Huddersfield 2. I can't dab anymore, but I don't care, because Bradley doubles our score and makes it 2. And now the points are definitely in the bag. Swansea 0, Huddersfield 2, and the young man's done it again. Maybe a chance for a third goal. Davis to Marcus Edwards. Great save by the goalkeeper, and it would have been free had it not been for a crucial stop. So that will do it then. Final score in Wales at Liberty Stadium. Swansea 0, Huddersfield 2. We'll stay top of the table, keep the undefeated run going. 4 wins from 4, heading into the Barcelona game. And for Bradley King, the kid has done it again. We didn't have a great first half, but I changed the formation at half-time. It was a bold thing to do, subbing off the top scorer when in need of a goal. But Bradley King came on and changed the game, got us those 2 goals, and got us the 3 points as well. So no surprise that our super sub off the bench is man of the match, and a winning way to end special episode number 50. So that's fantastic, and I'm so relieved we didn't end on the 0-0. That would have made this episode number 50 really disappointing to end on. But instead, we stay top, and you'll see the league table on screen right now as we are still leading the league as we approach the business end of the season. So that will end the special episode number 50, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's super long episode, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated, and it really helps the channel out as well. 50 episodes down, still having so much fun with this project. You guys are are showing some fantastic support in the comment section down below and leaving likes and just viewing the series in general. I really appreciate it very much, and thank you for what's been a fantastic 50 episodes so far in the Huddersfield CM. Much love to you all, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Huddersfield CM. Not quite as long as this one, but a massive one in the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Premier League as well tomorrow. Bye!